boldest.
Favorite show, the boldest TV show. I am still Esther Dominic, and with me is a man of God, is Reverend Father Charles Ogawa. He is the Director of Communications in Iseluku Diocese, Delta State, Nigeria. All right, welcome to the boldest.
Thank you.
Where people are saying that the Christians, the churches are not talking. Of course, they are the bone of contention here. They are the ones crying of that they are killing them, they are persecuting them, and now the US government has decided to intervene, and nobody is talking because the voices we are hearing are from those who are saying that it is not necessary, that Nigeria could handle their problem themselves, that there is no genocide. So why are you not talking? Are you talking?
Yeah, the Christians are talking. But there are many issues in that matter.
Okay.
The first is that Christians are being killed. But I wouldn't say it's genocide. Especially in Plateau and Benue, Christians have been killed. But on the other hand, if you look at the attack by Boko Haram, they have also killed Muslims.
Okay.
So we should look at it from the other point of view. There is insecurity, they are terrorists. And sometimes they destroy both parties, both the Christians and both Christians and Muslims.
Okay.
So we wouldn't say it's genocide.
Okay, now even if it's not genocide, but I think from the statement from the Donald Trump, he is basing his proposal on that ground of genocide. So now that you are clearly saying that the victims are not just Christians, they are from both sides. The Muslims are victims and the Christians are victims. But do you still think that with the insecurity, like you stated, the insecurity that is happening and it has been happening for this long, do you think it is necessary for the US to still intervene, or it's not necessary?
Yeah, for them to intervene, we would have welcomed them. Okay. But the problem is the sovereignty of the country Nigeria. We should not be carried away by a lot of other sentiments. We should think about our sovereignty. For a country to come and invade our country in matters that we can handle well.
Well, have you been able to handle it, because it didn't just start today?
Yeah, but the Trump call could be a wake-up call.
Okay.
It will be a wake-up call in the sense that we should not be more serious in looking at this aspect of the matter and see how we can testify handling these matters so that it will be a thing of the past.
Okay, now it's been a while now. At least it's been for over, let's say, if I'm not mistaken, it's been over 3-4 days now since this whole issue of the Americans wanting to intervene, right? Has there been have you noticed any effort from the government or from anywhere to make sure that we tackle this matter ourselves, or things are still, everybody is still calm and complaining about the decision? Have you seen any move from the government?
The government is holding a series of meetings.
That you are aware of?
Yes, that is publicly known.
Okay.
Then the DSS held meeting a few days ago.
Okay.
The president held meeting a few days ago.
What's this meeting? Is it to debate whether to allow the US to interfere, or to debate, or to proffer solution to the issue?
Both. First and foremost, they want to deter Trump from coming, but they would also want to intensify, the reactions in the matter. That's what I think. They can't just come meet together and talking about Trump. And Trump is not diplomatically reliable. Okay. Because when these things happen that way, it becomes an evil wind that blows nowhere.
How do you mean?
The sovereignty may be affected, and also there could be a price for it. Our oil could be the price, our natural resources could be a price. And it might also affect innocent people who may not be the terrorists. So we have to be very careful in inviting external invaders because it could affect people who are not terrorists. You should also look at it economically and the other ways. It will affect also the economy, political, social, in many ways. So we should be very careful in allowing other countries. Otherwise, any country can wake up and begin to invade other countries, which may not be good for the matter.
Okay, talking about price to pay, definitely. There are going to be resources that will be poured into that action or that mission of trying to come and help Nigeria. And as a Christian and as a servant of God, you know that even God puts prices to everything, just like there is a price to pay before you can see God, before you can go to heaven, which are the 10 Commandments. So I think there is nothing that comes easy. Everything has price. Now, let's look at the value of life to the value of the supposed or the suspect, the supposed ideas we have about they could be interested in our natural resources. Do you place value more on the natural resources than the life that will continue to go? Which one do you really value more?
We place more value on the life of the people. But again, if there are discussions on that matter, we begin to talk about the natural resources vis-a-vis life. But now, our own country has not failed us. They have taken long time to come on board, but they've not really failed us. We challenge them, we ask them to be challenged by the wake-up call of Trump so that we see what we do in a very short possible period of time.
Okay, sir. Now, when you say, it is becoming interesting. When you say that the country has not failed you, as the president of this country, Nigeria, he has been a politician, he has been in the country, he followed, he also joined in once upon a time protest against the predecessors, and meaning that he's aware of what is happening now because the thing didn't just start in his own tenure. Now, for you as a president or a leader trying to come up as a president, you already know that you're coming to solve a problem that your predecessors could not solve. And he has come on board to meet the same problem that he's aware of. And all this while, some people say it's just 2 years. If you are aware of a problem and you are interested to tackle the matter, and no wonder you said, vote for me. Once I get there, I will make sure that this problem is solved, since the previous ones could not solve it. Don't you think it's rather disappointing and it's late right now to start having these meetings or start looking for a way forward when you had all the years to do that, and now you finally stepped in as the president? It has also taken you 2 years to still decide. Why are they having the meeting now?
Nigeria has myriad of problems, and so these problems are so many that we have to be patient with the government.
Priority, sir. Which one is more? You know, I always keep on saying
life is more important.
Good.
And once lives have been wasted, or lives have been wasted, we need to strike as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And like I said, there are so many problems in that regard, and there are so many. If you don't take time, innocent souls may be
definitely
in order to secure the community.
That's the sacrifice.
So we try to do our best, which I think the government is doing. He has changed his security architecture. He has changed all of them. So I think the new people are coming with new impetus, and because they have a job at hand to do. We want to look at them and how far they can go within the shortest possible period.
Okay, so with this now, in conclusion, would you now say the Americans should not come yet? They should give us some time to tackle it. If by so time we are not able to fix it, then they can come? Or are you saying that whether we fix it soon or not, they shouldn't even bother to come in because of the other disadvantages?
Yeah, well, they should give us time, and they shouldn't bother coming because it will destroy our sovereignty.
Even when nothing is achieved and lives are still going, and as a Christian, you might just, God forbid, you might, or anybody close to you, might just be the victim, because I'm aware of the incessant kidnapping in the seminary down in Edo State and other places, which affects you. Those are your brothers. So would you say, even if at the end of all these meetings, the president is not able to come up with something and the killing is ongoing, the Americans should not come?
I doubt if Americans will come and perform a magic. Because even in American soil, we have this different shades and sizes. If you keep our records correct, so you can find out that Americans are even killed more than Nigerians in different ways, the use of guns. So they could come now, but they may not know the terrain of the Nigerian society. They might not achieve much. But like we said, there are other ways they can help without physically being here to fight terrorists. They can supply arms, they can supply the money, they can help us checkmate our politicians who embezzle money and store this money in the banks in the United States. They buy houses. Then these are areas, because we begin to treat the problem of the security, not just attacking them. We begin to ask ourselves, why is it like that? Are the youths involved in some of these terrorists? Have they been given job? Our economy is bad. So if Americans can come and help out in other areas, I think that will save the security situation.
Well, thank you so much, sir. And as a priest, with your opinion now, what would you like to tell your congregation as to cooperate to achieve what you just said? What kind of homily, what kind of message would you summarize and tell your congregation?
Well, we must be more prayerful than that. We do our best not to aid and abet. Thirdly, we do our best to cooperate with security agencies. We put our trust on the security agencies. Sometimes we have lost trust. We continue to trust in their ability to provide the necessary security. And through prayer, God does not build a house, no one builds the house. Through prayer, we will succeed. And we pray so through Christ.
Amen. Wow. Thank you so much. And yes, this is still Reverend Father Charles Ogalma, the Director Communications of Iseliku Diocese, Delta State, Nigeria. Thank you so much for that analysis. Thank you for your opinion, and thank you for the prayers. And I hope to have you soon as the matter progresses. And as we progress, whatever the decision is, I hope to also have you on board to offer your own voice. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely day.
Boldest. This is the best TV program where talents are